So we're recording right now.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Anime Unhinged episode 2 of the podcast.
Anime Unhinged podcast
Oh,
episode.
my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anime Unhinged podcast episode 2. Fuck off, fiend. Hey, Leo, thank you for the follow. But no,
Yeah.
so like we was talking about though, I mean the
Mm.
show wasn't that bad, fiend. Well, at least to me. I mean, I could
Uh,
handle that stuff. You know, like I told you, I said, fiend, this isn't for you.
I mean, look, some of their acting,
Oh no, some of it was
uh,
terrible, but it just made it funny.
yeah.
See, I laughed at that stuff. You went into it like, oh my goodness.
Dude, it was
Dude,
cringe.
it gets so like later on it gets so cringe, but it's also so because there's this moment they're in this big fight, and like two of the characters, okay, one's confessing his love to the other character, and then in the background you just see like these people running past them, like on fire, getting attacked and shit. And I'm laughing because I'm sitting here just looking in the background. I'm not paying attention to the whole love scene going on in front of me and shit. I'm watching this shit in the background, like these people getting thrown across the room, people running across on fire, and just shit like this, like in the middle of this fucking fight. There's just two characters standing there talking, and then in the background you just see everyone getting like running around in circles and shit. I thought it was funny. Cause I don't
Uh, I don't know. I
It's
mean,
so look, it's so dumb and cheesy. I just laughed at it.
to me, it was like, kill me.
See, like you look at it like that, I laughed at it. Okay, I looked at it and I said, "Fuck it, man," and laughed. You looked at it and
It
said,
was cringe as fuck to me.
"You can watch Tekking, but you can't."
Dude, Tekken is nerdy. He's like, yeah, he does some, weird cringe stuff, but like, he's informative, Tekken is not, like fake kind of cringe. He is that dude. This one was fake cringe.
It was so. Some of the scenes were so bad. But I mean, the story was pretty
Yeah.
good. The story was pretty good, but some of the
I
scenes, I
mean,
mean, I just had to laugh, man. Like,
I mean, the only thing I was wrong about was like, when when finally he gets into the into the circle, into the cult shit,
yeah.
and the dude who's like the head, I thought it was gonna be his grandfather, but it turned out it was his father.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I was like, okay. Everything else, it's
See,
like,
so you knew about him becoming a werewolf?
no, I mean, if the show, I mean, like you mentioned, if the show was like a werewolf show, then I thought he was gonna
Well, no,
become a
it's like
werewolf.
werewolf and magic in a sense. Like, pretty
Yeah,
much you got
but
like
like,
for me,
yeah,
I love the werewolves a lot more than I do the order because the main reason I like the werewolves more is because of two of the people, Randall and Hamish. I find their interactions hilarious because I love
who are they?
Randall and Hamish, the one
Who's Randall?
the one you thought was gay that said like when he mentioned the court, and he said yeah,
Oh
he said
yeah,
the
okay.
court and talked about that, and then pretty much Randall was talking about when he mentioned that George W.
Yeah,
Bush
yeah.
is evil. He was making shit up about Wikipedia. He said, "Oh, you mean like Wikipedia smart?" He said, "So like George W. Bush is evil and all that." It was meant to be a joke. So I liked. I was, I was like, "Oh,
No, I
Randall seems
mean,
pretty cool."
okay, that guy was joking, but what about? Okay, fine, that guy was joking,
No, the whole
right? So what
feminism
about
shit, they were
the?
serious about.
Yeah,
But
there you go.
but that's her joke. That's like a gag, cause they always mention this stuff. They're like, yeah, well, like, they said, oh, we should be called, this, and she's like, that's completely, sexist or misogynist. And they look at her and they're like, okay, and they keep doing it to fuck with her, and then she starts doing it as a joke, you know. So it becomes a joke.
Uh,
and it's fucking, to me at least, it's funny because no one listens to her. She's like, that's
I mean,
sexist. She's like, well, a gender neutral collective, and then they look at her and they're like, sure. It gets funny to me at least because I'm a lot further in it, and all this shit's
mm,
happening, and I just laugh. Like I love the part where they're like, okay, how do we decide what to do? Bill pong. They play
mm.
one game and then they're like, okay, best two out of three. I like those little moments. That's why I said my favorites. I like Hamish and Randall, the two dudes in the werewolf group.
Who's Hamish?
Hamish is the older dude.
Okay, the
The
other.
like yeah, the lead
Okay,
werewolf.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
Hamish is really cool, and then Randall is like the younger one. But their interactions are really cool. That's what I
yeah.
like.
And the main character's dad was like, he's like a pedophile and shit.
No, no, no. Everyone in that school is legal age. They're just really young.
No, that's. I mean, no, no. I'm not saying like like okay, not a pedophile, but he's like a creep.
Oh no, he's definitely a creep. Well, you find out later. He's not really trying to get with her, but
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean he's
he
definitely
seduces them.
just
He seduces them. That's like why the
yeah,
main character hates his dad is because his dad seduced his mom with magic and shit,
mm,
and she fell
mm,
in love. And then when he was through with her and like pretty much got her pregnant and kicked her to the side, she never got over him, so she killed herself.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it. Now on to One Piece because I
Oh
just
yeah,
want to
yeah.
mention this.
This is the
The
Anime Unhinged podcast,
Viz
of course. Yeah.
translation was dog shit.
Yes.
Like, let me just name some of the shit they changed in the Viz. Okay? Let me just name some of them.
No, let me say my favorite. My favorite was, of course, Happy Mama Blaze.
Oh my fucking god. Don't. No. 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 So,
Oh,
so, what was it said in the fans translation? Do you have the fans translation up, Fiend? Because in the Viz, the first one that was kind of shit was when Luffy comes out of Gale Forth. Law says it's the side effect of that cannonball like technique. What he say in the fan? He said something else. It sounded
wait,
better in the fan translation.
in the what did it say in the official?
Cannonball. Cannonball like
Cannonball.
technique. What did he say in the fan translation? I could just be shitting on it because I saw that after I saw the Happy Mother's Blaze and all that
I
other dog
mean,
shit.
officially, we shouldn't be talking about fan translation. Just say, it's the
Yeah, yeah,
rough
yeah, fine.
translation,
Yeah, the
the
rough
old
translation,
one.
I don't give a damn. Fucking dog shit Viz, man. Look at this. Look at the rough translation. Like, actually, fuck the rough translation. I just want to say the Viz is dog shit with their names.
Yeah,
You know, um,
man beast form.
Man Beast form. What was the other one? Demolition Breath. Actually, that one's actually pretty cool.
No, that one is fine.
Then you got like CP0, and I don't think CP0 said anything.
No,
But Man
CP0
Beast
was the
form was
usual.
so
Yeah, man
terrible.
beast form. Yeah, Law just said wrecking ball.
Okay, I wasn't sure. But Man Beast
And
form, man, what the
and
fuck, man?
and Motherly Fire was better.
Dude, Motherly Fire was better.
Yeah, I mean, Happy Mother's Blaze. That's.
Hey, Big Mom's happy.
I mean,
What
she
the
is
fuck,
happy.
man? That
She's like on that. She's always on that cocaine.
dude, that was terrible. But I do want to say I'm excited for Kaido's hybrid form. I'm
Yeah.
also excited to see CP0 because CP0 is there. Um, we still don't see if Orochi's alive. We see his head. I'm still of the opinion he's dead. I do not want Orochi to come back, mainly because I hate Orochi. He's a bitch, and he does the way he died. I loved. I loved Kaido chopping his head off. It was beautiful. Um,
I mean, I agree with that. That I don't want him to come back, but again, I can't say for sure. Like, yeah, he's dead.
no, that's what I said. As we've seen, it shows he's still dead. Oda can always change it, but I
Mm.
don't want him to. Fuck Orochi.
Yeah, I don't want him to either. Like,
Um,
I don't want Orochi coming back.
but that's like okay. So it's going on to what was it? The rooftop. So we see, Zoro's carrying around Luffy. Luffy's time limit's up.
Mm.
Well, to all the people, like to everyone who's like, he mastered Guild Fourth. No, no, he didn't. So
Exactly. I mean,
there's always
I
going to be
was I
side
was saying,
effects.
right, like, of course, I was saying, like, he definitely got better, but
Oh yeah, no,
like
definitely got better.
mastering is far from getting better.
Like even when he does master it, I feel like there's still going to be the side effect. He's just going to be able to use it for a lot longer, you know. Or he's gonna
Mm.
know when to go out of Guild Fourth to so
Yeah,
there isn't the side
to
effect.
avoid the problem.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
avoid the main issue. But there's still gonna be a downside to it. There's always gonna be a downside
yeah,
because the way Luffy power the way he uses his devil fruit, from what I've seen, in my opinion, is
yeah,
he pretty much he uses all this strength, pretty much like in Hunter x Hunter, how Gon pretty much gave up all his nin to obtain the power. He pretty much went, into that full grown up Gon to do the most damage and
yeah,
shit to beat
yeah.
Nit. It's supposed to be the N. I can't remember her name. Nefertori.
Pito.
Oh,
No, Pito.
well, her name's like Nefertori Pito or something. I thought.
Nah, something.
I
Pito.
was thinking.
It's fine.
I remember her first name better than I do the last name. So Pito. Um.
Yeah,
So he beats Pito, and
yeah,
then he pretty much goes into the state where he's pretty much dying. He's dead, pretty much.
yeah,
Um, and he can't use Nin. That's pretty much what Luffy's doing, but just not to that extreme. Like Gon's was way
yeah,
worse, but Luffy's still doing it to where
yeah.
he's putting this much in, to where the outcome will be
Yeah, I
this.
mean, gone. I would say he's like bringing out what he, like regularly can't because
Yes,
you know that's pretty much like a forbidden thing. He's pretty much sacrificing his life, so he's bringing out something like which is not already there. But
exactly.
Luffy, at least he's like pushing out what is there, but it's still like at his like at a detriment to his whatever.
Well, it's because he uses what's his like what he already has, but he uses all of it
Yeah,
at one time.
yeah, it's like extreme.
Yeah. So I mean, he's still, best case or best way to put it, I think, is Luffy is even when he masters Guild Fourth would still work the same. I think there's always going to be a downside to things like Guild Fourth, Guild Third, Guild Two, but it's not going to be like people expect, where it's like, oh, well, he doesn't go small from Guild Third anymore. He's not going to. He mastered Guild Third and Guild Two, but that doesn't mean there's not still a side effect. There is. It's just not going to be like it was. So Guild Fourth is always going to have this side effect until he masters it, and when he does, it's still going to have the side effect, just not as bad. You know, not as
Yeah,
uh
it might be like he can go on for hours, but
exactly.
after that he has
And
to
then
sleep.
people mention like Gil Fifth or his awakening. That to Luffy, like when I think about it,
Yeah.
Luffy's Gil Fifth is
Okay,
going to
wait a second. Wait a second. I mean, are we like the people in the like? Of course, there's no one watching, but can they actually hear us both?
yes,
You sure?
100%.
Okay. Okay, go on.
Okay, so with the Gil Fifth though, people mentioning the Gil Fifth due to the what was it? chapter. Oh my bad, the SBS. Um,
SBS, yeah.
so in the SBS, like Oda hinted at Gil Fifth. When Luffy uses Gil Fifth, it's gonna have the worst like side effect we've seen.
Yeah.
It may be one of those Luffy uses Gil Fifth, and after he's done with it, he's knocked out. Like that's like the end all be all. If Luffy like doesn't beat his opponent in Gil Fifth, and his opponent makes it out of Luffy's Gil Fifth, Luffy's done. It could be something like that. It's Gil Fifth's gonna have a
Wait, what? Say that again?
tour like Luffy uses Gil Fifth, and if the opponent
Mm,
like survives Gil Fifth, if the opponent is not beaten by Gil Fifth, then Luffy's going to come out of it and pretty much he's done fighting. It's gonna be like remember the Lucci like when after Luffy beat Lucci how he
yeah.
was. It's gonna be like that, I think. But
I
it's not gonna
mean,
be he gets to use Gil Fifth. That means it's gonna be one time of
yeah.
Gil Fifth and he's in that state.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, are we gonna see Gear Fifth? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Well, I mean, I think we're gonna see it. It just we don't know when.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean like in Wano.
Oh, in Wano, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I don't think. I feel like if he uses Gil Fifth in Wano, it wouldn't be good. Because I think
yeah,
if he doesn't beat. Well, Wano would probably be actually one of the best times to use it. Because if he uses it now, then even if he becomes like unconscious or unable to fight, there's still more people to beat the main opponent.
yeah.
Henry. Mm.
Hmm.
Um. No, I mean Gil Fifth's an interesting one. And ooh,
Yeah, I mean,
the Kaiju no. Oh wait, my bad. Go ahead and talk. Sorry.
no, no, no. Continue. Kaiju
So
no 8.
yeah,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
new Kaiju no 8 chapter, man. Vice
yeah, that
Captain
was
is
awesome.
going crazy.
But I
The
mean,
Vice Captain.
Before Kaiju no 8, I think we forgot something.
What is it?
Oh shit. I mean, at least like tell the people who are watching who the fuck you are.
They know me. You know, I'm hey. I'm joking. I'm HaoshokuLou. You know, I stream on Twitch every day. Regular. Try to keep a regular consistent basis. Um, That's pretty much it.
What do
Check
you
me out
stream?
on Twitch. I stream, I do discussions every once in a while. Mainly on Saturdays, I do like a discussion about like One Piece, other animes, just sit there and like talk to friends and stuff. And then I do like a lot of like gaming streams.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm Anime Fiend. I'm on YouTube. I make, anime videos, mainly One Piece, but I also do Jujutsu. I used to do Chainsaw Man. I do Kingdom, Berserk, uh, Attack on Titan, and many more. I'm doing like a Pluto, series as well. And yeah, that's what I do.
His videos are actually really interesting. I mean, it's one of those. I'd say about a 3 out of 10. You know,
Yeah.
get in bed or
Oh,
slowly
I
rising.
thought it was a two, but if you say it's a three, then
No, no, no.
okay, that's
They're
nice.
slowly going up. It was a 1 not too long ago. You got it
Uh,
to a 2, and now I think you got it about a 3.
okay.
Oh, and
Then
we can't forget, the lurking legend himself, the man, the myth. Hey,
yes,
Kelvin
the
says.
lurking legend of our podcast,
Hey,
Heykelvin
Kelvin
says.
says. He doesn't really have like a Twitch or a YouTube or like a YouTube or anything, but you can find him on
Yeah,
Twitter at Hey
yeah.
Kelvin says
He posts a lot of stuff on Twitter, so
a
yeah, you
lot.
can check him out.
And you can also join mine and Fiend's Discord.
Discord.
It will be in the
Yes.
description of the video once we upload it to
Yeah, for
YouTube.
the YouTube guys, it'll be, in the description of the video. For Twitch
Yes.
guys, I mean, if you want to join, then,
Go
you
check
know,
out YouTube.
go to
Yeah, go to our
check out
YouTube channel
YouTube
and check out
and
the description. And don't forget to, hit that subscribe button and drop a like.
Yeah.
Dude, what,
Yeah,
every
and
time I
even on
say that,
YouTube, it's Anime Unhinged,
like
the channel's
anytime
name.
I say, hit the subscribe button and be sure to drop dude, I feel like I don't know, man, that's cringy. It sounds
I
so
mean, I
stupid.
know it's cringy, but right now, we're desperate as
Yeah,
fuck,
I
so
mean you gotta say it, but it's like dude, it makes I
yeah.
sound like it's like it sounds so dumb. Like,
Oh,
hey
wait a minute.
guys, if
Baka.
y'all
Baka
enjoy,
Talks Anime is in the chat,
he
man.
is.
You're
Oh shit,
ignoring him.
damn, I didn't even notice. Hey, Kaiju no a worth reading. I've been listening about it for. It is definitely worth reading.
Yes, yes. I mean, look. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, mind blowing because it's just 23
Oh yeah, no,
chapters.
it's
It's
not
like a
mind
new thing.
blowing, but it's enjoyable. I
Yeah.
mean, I've enjoyed
But it's
every
really good.
chapter. Yeah, I've enjoyed
Yeah,
every
but it's
chapter.
really good.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I'd say it's when I say definitely worth reading, I'm not saying it's mind blowing. I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
enjoyable. It's
Yeah.
you're gonna
I
enjoy
mean,
reading it.
for a 23,
25,
yeah, I mean, for a 23 chapter
25.
manga, which is like new, yeah, 25, whatever. Like, yeah, for a new manga, it's good.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best newer mangas that's come out.
I mean, I can't say anything about that because I don't read many new
Because
manga.
compared to My Hero, My Hero's had ups and downs.
My
The
Hero
beginning,
isn't new. I mean,
no, but I'm
it's like
saying like
what,
it's new.
200 chapters
I'm saying
something?
it's a new generation manga. So I'm comparing it to like the new generation. With like My Hero, when it started out, I didn't like the
He,
beginning of My Hero. I liked My Hero like after the like first arc or so. It started getting good in my opinion. The beginning was
yeah.
kind of like wishy washy.
I
It
mean,
was back and forth. I don't. But Kaiju, I
I
feel, has
just
been
watched
really
season
consistent.
one of My Hero and then I dropped.
Like I think Kaiju has been very consistent with the
Ah,
quality.
okay.
You
Hmm.
disagree?
Yeah, I mean, no, Kaiju has been consistent. It's been good. I mean,
Because I'm not saying every
it
chapter
had
is
a
a
slower
10.
start, but
Yeah.
it's been good.
I mean, the start was still good. I'd say the start was slower, but like every chapter is
Yeah,
not a 10, but every chapter is not like I haven't read a chapter really in Kaiju where I'm like, that's a 5. I think most chapters
yeah,
in Kaiju are around like a 7 to 7 to 10.
yeah. I mean, the story is good. It's not like cringe or anything. It's yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Um. Also, the new chapter was hype. I'm actually really excited to see what's going on. I mean,
Yeah, the
Vice
latest chapter was
Captain
hype.
is all I'm going to say. Vice Captain.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, we even
dude, the
talked about
vice
this.
captain dude is dope.
The Vice Captain's so cool. And I like seeing what's her name? What is that blonde girl's name, dude? I keep forgetting her name. I'm about to go back and look. Um,
Some Kimi Kawa or something like that. I think.
no, I don't. Is
I
it?
don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I really have, dude. I have no idea what her name is. But I like
Yeah, I
how
mean,
she comes in. When she
I
like,
don't know anyone's name in Kaiju no Hate except for Kafka.
let's see, what is it? Oh no, that's a Kikoru Shinomaya. Shinomaya, the blonde girl.
Shinoma. Okay.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
she is actually really
Whatever.
cool. I like her and Ichitawa.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the characters, like there's a lot of characters in Kaiju that are really cool. The ones that have been
Yeah.
fleshed out the most is Shinomaya, Ichitawa, Kafka, and they'll probably my three
I
favorite.
mean, Kafka is the main character, so
I
of
know Kafka's
course.
the main character, but I'm just saying the ones that have been fleshed out the most. Like my three favorites,
Yeah.
Shinomaya, Ichitawa, and Kafka, because we know the most
I
about them.
mean, I would say this, right? Like, usually when like kinda newer generation manga, you don't like the main character because he's kind of cringe and shit. But Kafka isn't like that. He's actually good.
Yeah. Um, I mean, like I like the side characters too. It seems to be really giving them like it's not just forgetting about them. It seems like they get some depth and stuff. Like Ichitawa, he gets some. It seems to focus like it doesn't focus on side characters a lot, but it does focus on them
Yeah,
too, because there's like a lot of group fighting, which I really
yeah,
enjoy.
yeah.
Um,
And
I
I
like,
mean, I was waiting for Jujutsu and Kingdom this week, and damn, man.
dude, they're
Both
on
of
break.
them took a
I
break.
didn't know like Jujutsu was on break. I saw My Hero had a chapter and people saying it's good, but I'm not
No, I
sure.
think I think like both breaks were like sudden. Even Jujutsu, even Kingdom, like both of their breaks were sudden, like not
It,
planned.
Cause I thought I saw people talking about the chapter. They was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a chapter. Oh, there's another thing I want to talk about. Have y'all read the manga? It's called Build King. It's a new one. It's made by the same author who wrote Toriko. It's actually
No.
pretty good, you know.
Oh.
Oh wait, shit. No wonder I can't see. I don't have the chat box showing because I fucked up. Okay, now I can see.
Of course you fucked up.
Now I can see the chat on stream. Okay, my bad, guys. My bad. My bad. But
See,
so
Baka left because you didn't, notice him.
I'm sorry, but
Oh
so
shit.
Build King is a newer manga made by
Mm.
the same person who wrote Toriko, and it's actually pretty good. It's not
Uh-uh.
long. It's only like 11 chapters, and it's one of those that does have a lot of like cringe moments, kind of like uh crude like comedy, you know, like kind of like comedy where like they joke about, you know, like faults, or joke about, you know, like oh, I see your panties, like just, you know, jokes like that, you know, kind of like shit
I mean,
jokes,
look.
things like
I
when I say
mean,
shit jokes, I don't mean terrible jokes. I mean jokes about like actual shit. You know, like oh, he's taking a shit, ha ha ha. You know, it's more like childish humor type stuff.
look. I would say one thing, right? Like, even with like, dumb comedy, there's like two types. One is like, it's like genuine dumb comedy, right? Like
Yeah.
One Piece. One Piece, these people are actually dumb, and you can see, like, they're not faking, they're not just trying to be funny. It's like genuine dumbness, and that's funny, right? But when you see, like, do you know the TV show Friends?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
That shit is like they act dumb, right? They try to look dumb, and that's like forced. That's like fake comedy, and I cringe at that.
But no, Build King's not. You know, it doesn't really feel forced, but it's pretty good. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It's only, you know, 11 chapters in, still new, but it's actually getting, you know, pretty good. Um,
Oh wait, only 11
yeah,
chapters?
it's really new. But it's enjoyable. It's been
Oh, then I
enjoyable.
should check it out.
Also, you know, if y'all haven't checked out Mashal, you know, Mashal's actually pretty good as well. It's another new one. It's actually, you know, enjoyable. Um, it's like a
Damn, how many new manga do you read?
I've been reading like a lot of the new ones. It's well, Mashal's at like 50 chapters. It's 49's the one that just came
Ah,
out. So it's going to be at 50 chapters here soon. But I mean, Mashal was
oh,
pretty
wow.
good. It's more of a comedy. Like it makes fun of. So it reminds. It's like a parody of Harry Potter. Like take Harry
Okay.
Potter and turn Harry Potter into like a gag manga, and you'd have Mashal.
Okay. Okay.
It, I'm enjoying Mashal. I mean, there's some moments in Mashal that are actually really funny, and it doesn't feel like you said. It doesn't feel forced. It feels, you know, very natural, kind of. You know, that's the character and shit.
Okay. That's nice. But anyways, I wanted to ask you about something, right? Like, so what do you think about CP0 saying, they need to take out the Flying Six and the Calamities as well?
I just want to say I was wrong. I didn't think all the Flying Six would be taken out. I figured like a couple would be good, you know, because I didn't think Nami and them would do anything. But as of this last chapter, I think Nami and them's gonna set a trap to catch Orti or Page One, to catch one of
Yeah.
them. I think they're about to trap one of them, you know, like a wild beast, and fuck them up. So I
Yeah,
just want to say I
they're
was
up to
wrong, you know,
something.
I was wrong. They're going Demi Dongo, Orti. Orti's gonna become their
Yeah,
pet. And then Tama's gonna go to the rooftop and Demidango Kaido and ride off into the sunset.
No, 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 no. If Tama like feeds Kaido the dango and Kaido becomes her servant, then I think she's gonna be the next overlord. I think she's gonna be Rox's daughter.
Yeah, like she's gonna feed Kaido the Demidango, and then Kaido's gonna look at him and be like, and then oh, it's gonna be like we're gonna get like a title box for Tama. It's gonna be like the looking legend
Yeah,
Tama D Zebek.
Tama Dizebek, Rox D Tama.
Roxy Tama. And she just like she gets up there and she's like, "Big Mom, how have you been?" And Big Mom's like, "Who the hell are you?" And she's like, "You don't recognize me? You don't recognize?
You don't recognize me, you old bitch.
Yeah, you don't recognize your captain?" And she's like, "My captain? What?" Did you forget
Uh,
about me and what I did for you? I don't know why. I love those voices that are like, very like questiony type voices. I like, did you forget about what was happening? Oh, who's the one that I think there's a character in One Piece that has a voice like that in the anime. That's like very like questiony and it's like, but it's so good. Um,
Wait, what questioning?
no, like his voice sounds like he's like, oh, did you do this? Oh, I think there's like
Oh,
a guy in One Piece with that voice. I could be wrong.
who?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I said. I think if I knew, I would say.
I mean, Kizaru's voice is kind of like that.
That may be it. I didn't think because he's like, oh, Ben Beckerman.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
love that scene.
Kizaru is, he's just high, man.
Dude, Kizoru's a troll. He's just stoned out of his mind trolling people. Ben Beckman pulls up. Kizoru's saying they're like, oh, Ben Beckerman. Did you bring what I asked for? They do that,
Yeah,
hey, they're
he
pirates,
got a
okay?
supply.
Pirates are 100% drug dealers in One Piece. I don't care. Shanks is out here. The reason why Shanks doesn't fight anyone, he's the drug dealer. You know, that's
Yeah.
one. That's when the government doesn't capture him. They're like, "Hey, Shanks is good. We need him."
Dude, he was delivering
He
the
delivered
Gorosei,
to the
with
Gorosei.
some
Yeah,
cocaine.
exactly. He gave them what they needed. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
here's y'all's monthly supply. You know,
exactly.
hey, I need a favor to ask you guys. In return, y'all don't have to pay. I just need the favor. There's a
Yeah.
pirate I want to talk about."
Yeah, he's like, Blackbeard, he's been snorting
Yeah,
a lot of your
Blackbeard's been,
cocaine,
taking
so
out my business. He's on my turf, trying to take my
yeah,
take my
exactly.
take my they're not called I don't think they're called customers when you think about it like that. Take my fuck man, I don't
Buyers, I guess.
bios. No, I don't think it's bios too. There's this I don't know, man, dude. It's been so long. Like,
Whatever, dude.
I really don't care, man. It's one of them things I'm not in touch with all that. I just know like a little bit about
Yeah,
it because
yeah, I
growing
know
up and
about that
shit.
only because of Breaking Bad.
See, I know about it only because of like where I grew up and stuff. I never really got into selling and shit, but I knew people who did sell.
Mm.
And it's one of them things. It's like I always said they were dumb. I always told them they were idiots, and they was like, "Why?" And I said, "Hey," I said, "What are you gonna do if you get caught?" Him, I won't ever get caught, man.
And they finally got caught by Shanks, of course. They snitched,
Exactly.
Shanks snitched on them.
Shank's a snitch, man. Shank's a fucking rat.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck Shanks,
Oh,
man.
by the way,
To
we
all the
should we
people,
should promote,
to
dude.
oh
We should promote our Thursday podcast as
Oh
well.
yeah,
I
we
mean, not
should.
podcast,
But before that,
but
to
Thursday
all the
stream.
Shanks fans out there, I just want to say one thing. You guys are rats. Y'all are fucking rats. Okay? Y'all follow a snitch, you know. And I just want to say, Mihawk's out here, on his own. Mihawk doesn't snitch. When Mihawk's got an issue, he pulls up. Unlike Shanks, Shanks goes to get the cops.
You're trying to like
Uh,
make the Shanks fans hate us.
yep, the Shanks toxicity, Shanks is a little bitch. He went and snitched. To all the people trying to defend him, saying, "Oh, he didn't go snitch. He snitched." Couldn't handle his own issues. Went and tried to get the cops. He said, "Hey, 911, what's your emergency? Hey, there's another supplier on my turf. I need you to
You know,
get him.
you
There's
know,
someone coming in my land. Take him out. He's on
you
my
know
territory."
how no, you know how Shanks actually came to Marineford unscathed after fighting Kaido. You know why?
Why?
Because you see, when he got to know that Kaido was coming to Marineford, he didn't go confront Kaido. He called Big Mom and he said, "Kaido has your cake."
So like Shanks is confronting. All they saw was like Shanks blocking Kaido, like Shanks trying to cut off
Yeah,
Kaido, and everyone's like,
that's
"Oh,
right.
Shanks is gonna fight Kaido," and then Kaido gets there, and Shanks is like, "Hey Kaido, I just want to let you know,
Big Mom wants her cake back.
yeah, no," or he just says like, "Kaido, someone's on your territory over there, like someone's trying to invade your territory, make a fool of you, you know." And so Kaido had to turn around and go back. He's like, "Oh, really? Shanks sold out Who's Who. That's who it was. Who's Who or Sasuke." Shanks was
Oh
like, "Hey,
shit.
this guy named Who's Who's over there, trying to take over your territory. Go stop him." Shanks, man, really let
Oh
me down.
shit.
I used to like Shanks until I knew he was a snitch. Then I said, "Well, Mihawk would never." And don't even get me started on Blackbeard. Blackbeard may be a bitch who pulls up, and goes for like takes advantage of like weak people, but at least he doesn't snitch. You know, Blackbeard joined the cops.
Bla- the only crime Blackbeard does is he doesn't brush his teeth.
Exactly. Like I mean, Blackbeard joined the cops as a double agent. Still didn't snitch on
Yes.
anyone. He turned Ace into the cops. He's like, "Hey, Ace, I'm turning him in." Turns Ace in, and then betrays the cops to get what he wants. And people are like, "Oh, Blackbeard's a knock." Nah, 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 nah. Blackbeard's smart. He took out the competition, by beating them up, turning them in for his advantage, and then left. He didn't snitch on anyone. He didn't say, "Hey, I know where Shanks is" or
Yeah.
something. Nah, 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 nah.
Then he stole the drugs from the cops itself.
See, this is why Blackbeard's going to kill Shanks because Shanks is gonna pull up and Blackbeard's gonna be like, "Hey, snitches get stitches." Anyways,
Oh shit, dude.
now
Yeah.
that we're done with the like
Anyways,
Shanks
let me
slander,
you know let me promote the Thursday, our Thursday stream on this same Twitch. We're gonna stream a tournament bracket of the greatest shonen manga of all time, shonen manga slash anime, right? We're gonna have like maybe 8 or 16 shonen anime manga,
I just want to say
and then
right
we're gonna
now, Hunter x Hunter is not winning. Hunter x Hunter's the worst. Time to really get
oh
slandered.
my god. Oh,
um,
see, I mean,
no, being
my
honest though,
one policy.
Dragon Ball is dog shit. I'm being 100% honest. The only good
Dragon
thing
Ball.
about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, any of those is the fighting. The story is trash. To anyone who says there's a story, yes, there is one. For people who cannot really, delve deep into a story. For people who have shit time following along with a story, yeah, there's a story. It's very small for the people who have minuscule, attention spans and, minds who can't really think that much, because too deep of a story you get lost.
Oh my God! Today, shitting on the Shanks fans is enough, right?
No, no, it's not.
I don't think we gotta like kick around the Dragon Ball fans as well.
No, no. I mean,
but
they won't understand what I'm saying though.
but you see, I would say one
I
thing,
don't think
right?
they know what minuscule means.
Even no, I mean, I would say one thing, right? Even if Dragon Ball Z story isn't that good, Dragon Ball Super and
Oh
Dragon
no,
Ball
Dragon Ball
GT
Z
are
was
garbage.
way better than Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
Like Dragon Ball
exactly,
Super, I watched.
exactly.
Like I tried watching it. I had a friend. He'd come over and show me the episodes and stuff, and I was like, "You say this?" He said it's better than Z, and I'm like, "No,
No,
the fights are better than Z, but
no, no,
this
no.
whole
See, the
story,
fights aren't better than Z. The fights are like bigger
no,
than Z. Like
that's
now they
no, that's
can
what I
bust
mean.
planets.
Okay, the fights. When I say the fights were better, the animation looked better in Super.
I mean, animation, of course, it's newer,
So it
so of
looked,
course
the
it's gonna be
animation looked
better.
good. The fights were crazy. People like zipping all over the
Yeah,
place, doing these big explosions. It was like, oh shit.
exactly. People are destroying stars,
Yeah.
planets,
So when I
galaxies,
say,
whatever.
and then in Z, it was different. It felt better.
Yeah,
You had like Goku flying around. Like I loved how Z started with the whole when Vegeta and then Force came. Cause I don't know, I loved it. Cause I remember like the farthest I got in Z was
yeah.
I watched, the beginning, the whole Vegeta part, the Saiyan saga. Um, I watched like the Cell games. I watched all that, and then
Mm.
I watched, uh, I think a little bit of Frieza but I watched it on TV at the time. So
Ah, okay.
like, I think
No,
Frieza, I didn't get to
I would
watch all
say
of the
if
Frieza.
okay, I would say if you would have, like watched from the beginning, I
No, I
think
did. I watched from
Frieza.
the beginning. I watched the Saiyan saga before I watched anything else. So I watched all the like up to everything else, and I watched like bits and pieces of everything. Like I watched the Cell saga entirely, but it kind of skipped around through the Cell saga. But I did watch the Cell saga,
Uh,
and then with the Frieza part though, the Frieza part, I did not watch all of it. I watched bits and pieces of Frieza.
yeah, I would say Frieza part was like story wise, right? Story wise, I would say Frieza part was like the best part of Dragon Ball Z because it's like uh, yeah, at least that part had like good build up. Like it's like it was people were waiting for like the original Super Saiyan, like the first one ever. Now they have like a million transformations and it's gone to shit, right? It became crazy, but
Yeah,
initially, at least the original one, it was really, really good.
I do want to watch Dragon Ball Z again. I don't ever think I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
Super.
but
Sadly, I won't
I
ever
would
watch
say,
Super. I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball.
no, no, no. I would
Actually,
never
I think
recommend Super,
I
right?
think I'm gonna read the original Dragon Ball. I'm gonna read Dragon Ball, the
Yeah,
original
yeah, yeah.
one,
That's
and I'm going
that's
to
what I'm
watch
saying, right?
Z.
If you ever want to, like see or read or watch Dragon Ball, I would say like don't start with Z.
No, no, no. I want to
Start
start
with
with the Kid Goku.
Dragon Ball.
I started with Kid
Yes,
Goku, but
because that's
I
the
got to one of
best
like
part of
the
Dragon Ball.
where I got to this one point, and I don't know, I just quit watching. So I think I'm gonna start reading Dragon Ball and go through
Yeah,
the reading of it, and
yeah.
then I'm going like once I'm done reading Dragon Ball, then I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z I liked. I really did like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
The reason I shit on Dragon Ball so much is because of Super and all the friends I
No,
had that
Super
talked.
is
Well, no, because
you
all the
know.
friends I had would come to me, and I'm at the time, I'm watching Naruto, and they come and like we'll power scaling in Naruto and stuff, talking about like Naruto characters, having a good time, and then all of a sudden they say, "Well, Goku would beat them all." Nah,
I
shit.
mean, Goku would beat them all, but
No, that's what I said. I'm like, nah, shit. And so then we just got to the point where we just trolled him. We said, nah, Goku couldn't destroy him, just to fuck with him. But of course Goku will. Goku, that's like, that's one of them things. Like, nah, shit, Goku would win.
Goku is planet level.
Exactly. Goku destroys universes. It's, I don't know,
Exactly.
man. It's whenever like that shit happened, it's like, really? I'm not an idiot. Of course I know Goku's gonna win.
I mean, I would say the most toxic topic ever in the anime community would be Goku versus Saitama.
Dude, I love that because when we'd get into that one, I'd always fuck with the Goku, because like one of my friends was like Goku. I'd switch back and forth because I had one friend who liked Goku more, one who liked Saitama. Okay, so one would be like
Mhm.
One Punch Man would beat Goku, the other one would be like Goku would beat One Punch Man, and then I'd jump back and forth and do both sides just to make them both mad. Like I'd say points for both sides to get them each pissed off. I'd be like, well, actually, One Punch Man beats people in one punch, so he beat Goku in one punch, and then my Goku friend was like, no, Goku would destroy the whole planet and the universe. I said, well, Saitama can hold his breath for thousands of years. Even though that's not true, I just say that shit. And I'm like, and he can, fly through space. And the other one's like, no, that's bullshit. And I'm like, yeah. And then the One Punch Man, I'd be like, well, Goku would just, sit in the back shooting like laser beams. You know, what's Saitama
Mhm.
gonna do then? He's just gonna get laser beamed to death. And Goku can like just teleport around. So Saitama can't hit where he can't see. I'm just saying stuff to like fuck with them both. And they're each getting mad.
Exactly.
It was enjoyable, man. I liked that. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, I wanted to talk about this, right? Because last night we were like all over the place. It was a good stream and shit, but we didn't get to talk about this a lot. And I'm talking about Enma and the raid suit.
Oh. Okay, let me put it in simple terms. The raid suit.
Yeah.
Can anyone use the raid suit, or is the raid suit just specifically designed for Sanji?
Yeah, it is specifically designed for
So no
Sanji.
one else could use the raid suit though. Like, could Law use the
No,
raid suit?
no.
Okay, then it's not a power up. Well, it is, but it is. I'm gonna say it is.
I mean, no, no,
It
no.
it
See,
is a power
okay.
up.
See.
No, hold on. Let me explain.
Yeah.
I'm saying it
Uh,
is a power up because it does boost your power, but it's not a standard power up to where anyone could like just pick it up and become more powerful. Because if
no,
it's
see, the question isn't is it a power up, right?
oh
I think both are power ups, but the
no, both
question
don't.
here, like, I think the thing that ticks people is like, is it like are they unworthy of this power up? Like, is
Of
it
course they're worthy.
unfair?
No, it's
And
not
I would
unfair.
say no.
Okay, so if you look at it, I
Exactly.
think Sanji deserved the raid suit. If you saw what he did in Whole Cake, people say, well, Sanji didn't do shit. Dude, Sanji in Whole Cake did a lot. One, he went through all the trauma, the mental trauma. Two,
I mean, dude,
hold
it's
on, hold
not
on.
just
Well,
whole
no.
cake; it's his flashback.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about like he deserved it because of what he did in Whole Cake, especially like when he was carrying Luffy to get out of there fighting the entire Big Mom army. Like Sanji pulls up, grabs Luffy at the mill, and starts fighting all these people to get away.
Yeah,
And yes, he's getting beat
yeah.
up, but he keeps getting back up and fighting. He's fighting those. Big Mom has how many kids? A lot of fucking
I
kids.
don't know, millions.
Yeah, she has like a lot. And Sanji's over here
Yeah,
fighting multiple. Not just one,
yeah,
multiple. Fighting a lot to get
yeah,
out of there. Okay?
yeah.
So, people don't give Sanji enough credit. That was
Exactly.
that was a commando level feat right there.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing, right? Like, even even the thing, like the thing he went through in his childhood, like he deserves all the power he got, right? Like,
Exactly.
and it's not like it's not like you're giving commander level power to Chopper, right? It's Sanji. I mean, he was strong and he's getting a stronger thing, right?
Exactly. And then with
So,
Enma,
I mean, exactly.
so with Enma, people get upset. But with Enma, it's one of them things. Zoro has Shushui. They're like, hey, Zoro, he pretty much mastered Shushui, tamed it. And they was like, hey, give this sword back,
Mm.
and we'll give you another one. So Zoro was like,
Yeah,
okay.
and technically, Sushui was his best sword, so he
Exactly.
traded his best sword for a better one.
Well, see, I wouldn't say we if Enma's better yet because he hasn't
I
tamed it.
mean,
But
come
Enma
on.
does have. No, I'm saying Enma has
I
potential
mean,
to be better.
untamed. No, see, I mean, I disagree about that, right? Like, even untamed, it's definitely doing more damage than what Shusui could do. It's
Yeah,
like its ability already is pretty, like, you know, like super, like it's awesome.
that is true. But so with Enma, it's one of them things. Okay, so he's getting a better blade, yes. So he has Enma, and it's one of them things like, okay, what does he do? Um, well, I mean, what does Enma do? My bad. Not does what Zoro do. What does Enma do? Like, what's its power up? It drains your, it pretty much pulls out your hockey. For everyone's saying it's Odin's hockey, I just want to say one thing. Y'all remember when Zoro first picked up Enma? I'm pretty sure everybody does. Enma drained his hockey. His arm became like super
Yeah.
scrawny. I don't think that was Odin's hockey doing that. You know, I mean, if Zoro's using
Mm.
Odin's hockey, why the hell was his hockey drained out when he first picked up Enma? Use
Mm.
your connect the dots. Okay, don't just say dumb things. You know, like Zoro's using Odin's hockey. Odin stored 75% of his hockey in Enma. Enma's a storage device that lets you pull out hockey from previous users. Do y'all know how dumb that
Yeah.
sounds? When it stated in it that Enma sucks out your hockey, pretty much, you know, and Enma was around before Odin. You know,
I
multiple
mean,
people.
look, it's not dumb, right? It's not dumb. It's just agenda.
Okay, fine, but still, that's super biased and dumb. I don't care if you're pushing an
Yeah,
agenda. It's
it,
dumb. You know, enjoy the fucking story.
it
Don't
is
go
dumb.
pushing agendas. I don't. I mean, hell. That's why, but then again, I can't really say much because now I'm pushing an agenda against all those agenda pushers. Because everyone pushing an agenda saying this one thing, I'm like, I want them to be wrong. So I'm like, Oda, do anything in your power to make all these people pushing these agendas wrong. You know?
I mean, look, it's pretty much they are wrong, right? I mean, they know they're wrong. It's just like however long they could, scream, they would scream, and as soon as the story shows Zoro doing something good, then they'll be like, I'm, that's it. you know, they won't be talking much then because then they would be, talking about something else.
Enma.
Because I remember, like, I mean, no, no, I mean, okay, I saw like, let's talk about, I think right now the most like famous Sanji fan, I think JD Legend.
I'd say Cole.
No, see, okay, about Cole, right? Even yesterday, like it's the thing about Cole. He's always been like that. It's never changed. It's like
Oh, you're talking about the
he
most
was like
recent?
that when it
No, I
wasn't
know.
popular.
But that's what I'm saying. He's still the most famous.
No, no, no. See, he's not fake, right? He still makes videos about Zoro genuinely. Like he's
No, I
not a
wasn't
hater.
saying
He's
he's a
just,
hater.
kind of biased towards
I
his
wasn't saying that.
favorite
I'm just saying
characters. That's
he's
it.
biased towards
Yeah.
Sanji. He's the biggest
Yeah,
Sanji fan.
exactly. Yeah, he's the biggest Sanji fan, but it's not like, it's never cringe. I mean, he tells you that he's biased. It's like it's always the same shit. It's like, Shanks, Sanji. he's like super fan of these characters. So it's always been the same. But you see, others, they're like, toxic and cringe, right? And like, okay, I mean, the thing why I mentioned JD was like, in the chapter where Zoro like one-shotted Appo, he like, you couldn't shit on Zoro at that point, right? Because of course he did something great, and there was nothing negative about that. So what he did was, instead of praising Zoro, he just, like, oh yeah, Zoro did he did great. But you see, Chopper, he's trash. He like just shifted to like, hating Chopper so that people would forget about Zoro stuff.
Well, see, it's one of them things. It's like with the new chapters, everyone like Zoro does these big things, and people instead of like talking about Zoro, they're like, "Oh, it's Odin and the sword. It's Enma. It's
Yeah,
Odin's sword." Y'all don't, y'all.
yeah,
Why are y'all not saying taking into account that Zoro had to tame it? Okay, yes, it's the
yeah,
sword, but who's taming the sword? Who's able to use the sword? The only one able to use the sword was two people, Odin and Zoro.
yeah.
Okay,
See, the
yes,
funny thing is,
they're not
the
giving Zoro the
funny thing
credit for
is,
being able to use this blade. They're not giving the credit to Zoro. They're just saying it's all the
yeah.
blade.
I
No,
mean, I
the
would say one thing, right? I would say one thing, right? Like, I know you would hate to listen this as well, but people who are like, oh, Zoro is using Odin's power, they are the same people who are saying if Odin would have been alive, he would have probably been like the top one in the verse right now. And to them, I would say like, dude, yes, Enma is amplifying what Zoro can push out, and it did the same shit with Odin as well. So
exactly.
Odin was also benefiting through Enma. It's not like, he's like, for him, Enma isn't working, and only for Zoro, Enma is working.
No,
No,
Enma did the
it's
same
the
thing with
same for
Odin.
Odin as well.
That's why Odin was the only other person
Yeah,
to be able to control Enma. He was able to control because people tried to use Enma before Odin, and they all died or couldn't handle it. See, they died or couldn't handle it.
I couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Dying sounds better though. But anyways, Odin was the only one who could handle Enma. Okay, and you know who else could handle
Yeah,
Enma? Zoro. That's praising
exactly.
Zoro. That should be praise to Zoro, not downplaying Zoro because it's Enma's strength. No, that's like Katetsu. Katetsu's a course blade. Zoro's master. If Zoro could master the course, which I think he did, then is that
Yeah.
Katetsu's strength or Zoro's strength? If Zoro's to get the next
I
Katetsu
mean,
up, what's the next
according to
Katetsu?
these people, it's like, Kitetsu trying to manipulate Zoro.
Well, what's the next Katetsu? Nidai?
Need I? Yeah.
So if Zoro gets the Nidai Katetsu, which is a course blade, but it's even stronger, and Zoro tames that course
Yeah.
and is able to use it,
Yeah.
is it Nidai Katetsu's strength or is it Zoro's strength?
I mean, I would say Zoro, but these people would say,
It's Zoro's
Kitetsu
because
is trying to
no,
manipulate Zoro.
that's not it. Because you know what Zoro did? Zoro made Katetsu his bitch, and now Katetsu follows and listens to Zoro. So it's like Zoro's the captain of his swords. His swords listen
Yeah.
to him. Okay, so
I mean,
if
okay, there's a saying, like, there's an old saying, right? I mean, like, even like a warrior, right? Whoever uses the weapon, like a swordsman or something, there's a saying like, the weapon isn't the sword, it's the swordsman.
exactly.
The one wielding is the weapon, not the tool itself.
That's like with anything. People think you can pick up any weapon and just automatically be great with it. No, you can pick up a gun, a
Yeah,
sword, spear, bow, any of those. Okay, but if you face someone who is truly trained with any of these weapons, you lose against them. If you pick up a
yeah,
sword, and try to, or a spear,
exactly.
and you try to face a swordsman who is professionally trained and really good at what he does, you will not kill him if you just pick that weapon up. Okay, no
I
matter
mean,
how good,
dude.
you could pick up the
I mean, dude.
best
Look,
blade.
Usopp.
No, best way to put it is Mihawk when he pulled out the butter knife against Zoro. Wado Ichimonji's a better blade than that butter knife was. Okay, each one of Zoro's
Yeah,
blades were probably better than that butter knife. And you know what that butter knife did? Fucked Zoro up. It's not about the blade as much
yeah,
as it is about the swordsman. And that's what it was showing
yeah. I
to us
mean,
during that
look,
Mihawk duel.
Usopp can defeat Kaido in a sniper tournament.
Exactly. If Usopp was to keep, like, if Usopp stayed, let's say Usopp was on a ship and Kaido was chasing, but the ship's just as fast as Kaido, Usopp wins. Because Kaido's never catching that ship. Usopp's just sitting about, long ways away sniping.
Yeah.
See, that's like I was saying earlier. If you put these people in what they're good at, then yeah, these people always win. You know? But if you take someone like, Orty Page 1 who are good at fighting up close and put them against someone like Nami and Usopp who are not good at up close fighting, you know, who wins? The up close fighters. So if you take someone who's a swordsman and put him up against you put a swordsman up against someone who is, or take someone who's not a swordsman and put him up against a swordsman. Who's winning? It depends, but I'm saying like that one could go really either way because they're both up close
Yeah,
fighters.
yeah, whatever. Your example, it's getting shittier and
Well, no,
shittier,
because
but
it sounded good in my head. It sounded good in my
you
head, and
get the
then
point.
and then I thought about it, and I was like, ah, shit, wait, One Piece logic. Because I was thinking about, I was putting like real world logic
Yeah,
into it, and then when I said that example, I thought
yeah.
about, I said, ah, shit, wait, One Piece logic. No, this doesn't add up. No. Well, okay.
Yeah, it's
Shit
fine,
example. Okay, the best example was Usopp. Okay, I tried to get better with it. Couldn't.
I mean,
Okay,
right now we're competing against King of Lightning reading chapter 1001 as well.
yeah, fuck it. This is mainly for YouTube.
I
Anyways,
mean, King of Lightning has 1.9K viewers and we have like two.
hey, we got two. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, me and you.
I know. Anyways, guys, I think this was a good second
Oh
episode. I think this was a
shit.
lot better than the first one. But
Yeah, I mean, this was, yeah, in the first episode, we were I don't know, uptight, I don't know,
this one,
kind of nervous and shit.
this one felt a lot more. I don't know. I enjoyed this one. This one was a lot better than the first one.
Yeah,
Well, everyone,
yeah.
thank y'all for stopping by to the second episode of the Anime Unhinged podcast.
Podcast. But okay, by the way,
Be sure to,
I'm Anime Fiend on YouTube. This is
no, no,
HaoshokuLou
you're
on
the Anime
Twitch.
Fiend on YouTube.
Uh, yeah.
You're like, oh, I forgot
Yeah,
the D.
and yeah, this is HaoshokuLou on Twitch. Check us both out and check out Heykelvinsays on Twitter. And
And
you should also check out our next stream on Thursday. It's gonna be like a tournament bracket of the best shonen anime slash manga.
yeah,
So
we'll have like a
that
few
would
more
be
of our
fun.
friends in here as well. Hopefully we can get Kelvin in here
Yeah, we
finally.
we'd have more people,
Yeah,
not just the
it's not
two
just gonna
of
be
us. So
us
don't
two. We're
worry
gonna have
about
like
that.
we're probably gonna have about 5 people, to kind of help judge and stuff. But
Yeah,
anyways,
if it's a tournament, then yeah, at least
yeah.
five.
But anyways, guys, gonna do the whole cringy shit again. So be sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if y'all enjoyed the content.
Yeah, join our Discord as well. It's in the description.
Why do hold on? So why say that? I mean, I get some people don't do it, but I mean, just saying
Yeah.
it, man, I don't know. It's weird.
I
It's
mean, you have to sell your soul to get good.
yeah, you gotta, it sounds so weird saying, "Hey guys, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell." Sounds weird. I don't know.
Mm.
I hate how it sounds. You know,
I mean, I wish I didn't have to say that, but
I
us
wish I could
right
like
now we're
telepathically,
trash.
telepathically put it into people's mind. Like we had a way to like hypnotize people to where when they watch the video, kind of like
Yeah, well, that's after we take over the world, right?
yeah, we can't forget about the whole James Bond villain type
Yeah.
plan.
Wait a minute. We have three viewers like who joined right when we were about to
Dude, this
finish.
is how it always goes. Freak did. It was Freak. It's always when we're about to like
Oh,
end,
freaked it.
people
Okay.
join. But anyways, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope to
Yeah.
catch you on the next one. This is gonna be we're gonna do the podcast every Sunday, so be sure to stop by the next one next Sunday. Peace
Yeah,
out.
we're okay. Yeah,
Oh
by the
wait,
way, like we're gonna have podcast every Sunday, but we're also gonna have like other streams and stuff, like in between the week as well.
exactly.
So yeah.
Okay. Have a good one, guys. Hope to catch you on the next one. Peace. Oh shit, wait, how do I end the stream? Fuck.
Wait, that was Zorro.
Oh, that was Zoro? What'd Zoro say?
Yeah, he just said, "Oh fuck,
Oh, he
I
showed up
came
at
at
the
the end."
end. Hey, Zoro, you can check it out on YouTube, man. I'm gonna go ahead and